Yeah, hello, I'm Batson. I am commentating again. Commented a few weeks ago, but anyway, we're back here for this match. This is going to be, honestly, I'm really excited for this match. These are two very strong Div 1 teams, and especially like looking at their comps, I think we have a bit of an interesting matchup here. So you can see, you can see the Drexel Dragons. They have the Junior, Zap, and S Blast as the team's most common weapons, which is a very paint-heavy playstyle with some crowd control with the AOE. And EaUCD has Wiper, Knot, and Splash and Shot, which is very, very aggressive. You have the Wiper and the Knot, which form a very strong offensive core. Yeah, and I mean, yeah, and they're absolutely right. Like, especially if we look, we don't know what Drexel Dragon's fourth is likely to be. We can assume it's something long range from their keys as well, but their S Blast is going to be the person with the most fighting power on their team, and especially when you have a comp with Knot and Wiper, that's very fast and it has very strong power in fights. So if they're able to shut that down, they can probably just overwhelm Drexel Dragons. For sure. And that's kind of how Splatoon 3 has been. We've seen like a shift towards that. Like we've seen so many people running Cooler, Double Zuka, just a bunch of really unfair options. And I'd say S Blast, definitely one of the most unfair. Sometimes they could just kill you in mid range for no reason. Yeah. So the S Blast has the clash radius for the jump, which is a lot. It is a bit balanced out by its slow fire rate, but definitely can catch people off guard in close range. But
there you go. All right. By the way, I just got word that apparently our mic wasn't going through, so now you can say hi here. I deeply apologize to that one, folks here, but yeah. All right. We were talking about keys to victory here, and I believe that's and you're talking about keys to victory number 3 from Drexel Dragons as well.
yeah, so we were kind of just going over what both teams wanted to do there with how Drexel Dragons really needed to play around the S plus AoE, and then EaUCD was going to be very aggressive with their fight heavy comp.
Oh yeah,
and
100%.
I don't know. We'll see which one. We'll see which team's going to come on top. Whether we have the one very strong fighting weapon with a lot of paint support versus just one very strong fighting weapon with a lot of additional aggression.
100%. I agree. Like that's gonna be one of the most important things is playing off that aggression off the Wiper and the Knot, right? It's one of the most important aspects of a fast-moving comp, right? It's also if they're going to be running Shot as well, and you know something that Shot's really good at doing down is putting down that paint and enabling his teammates with that Zuka ka-ching that is the lottery special. It's gonna find someone at some point, right?
Yeah, I don't know. If Zuka's the lottery special, I want to find what lottery that Zuka's a part of because I'm going to be playing that immediately. Because every every time with that special, it feels that you can get one crucial pick and that just gets your whole team in. So
oh yeah, 100%. You know, just one wrong move, one wrong blast that just from the AOE damage that comes off, and it just chips you down. Like especially with something like S Blast, that's gonna be able to capitalize off that. If Drexel does end up running a shot, right? I definitely want to see how do I say how they follow up the Zuko, right? Because a lot of people like say, oh, Zuko's just gonna flush people out immediately, right? Sometimes the follow up from Zuko is equally as interesting as the special itself.
Yeah, for sure. With especially with that like 53 damage indirect, if you're able to capitalize off that, then it just increases the amount of times that Zuka is going to sort of get your team in. Going to shift that lottery even more in the player's favor. So
yeah, 100%, 100%. Yeah, apparently the teams have I've gotten a little bit of a notice here. I'm hearing the voices in my head right now. They're struggling with some lag issues real quick here, and now they're going to be having the lobby reset a little bit real quick here. But hey, instead of that, I want to talk about the first map mode here, Batson. So it's going to be ship-shaped tower control as well. So what are your thoughts on this map mode combo?
I love this map. And if I was not a Blaster player, I would not love this map. So
really? Why would a Blaster player not like this map? Tell me.
Oh, no, I love it because I'm a Blaster player.
Oh, okay. I heard the other way around there, because I'm like thinking to myself, like, wait a minute, aren't you able to like get top right, the top left, and the tower pretty easily, right?
Yeah, for sure. The S-Blast is looking really, really threatening from Drexel Dragons, and yeah, if I was the reason why I would hate it, because I'd have to face Blaster players on this map the whole time.
So you're saying you hate it because other Blasters play Blasters on that map? Oh my god, that's the first time I heard that one there. But hey, one of the things I always talk about with this map mode combo is how snowbally it can get, right? Especially right with the tower giving you the passive special charge, right? If you guys aren't aware, those in the audience right now, that when you sit on tower on Splatoon 3, right, that gives passive special charge for the team that is riding that tower right there. So oftentimes you'll just see specials being cycled very, very quickly while someone's riding the tower as well, and that often just leads to a whole chain of events that just lead to the snowball that leads to the knockout.
Yeah, for sure. Especially once like even once you're able to control like the other team's plat, it can be really difficult to just push in, and the tower can kind of get to the third check for free there. But
oh yeah, hey, we're gonna be getting into this one here. It's gonna be Drexel Dragons in that bright yellow here, as well as Banana Split in that bright blue here. Let's see these comps here. What's standing out to you, Bastion or Batson?
So, I mean, as we were talking about earlier, the S-Blast, very, very threatening in a map like this in tower control. But also, Neo Machine. Neo Machine's very, very strong here. This is one of the best Zuka maps in the game. And them coming out here with a Neo Machine, which also has the AoE for the tower, it can be pretty good.
Oh yeah, 100% right here. And apparently one go down for Banana Split while they get 3 members off of Drexel here. It's just going to be Isles all the way there trying to hold the top left here as they already get control of tower. Banana Split is putting the gas on that pedal right there, Batson. What do you think else are they going to be able to do here?
Yeah, and we can see the Zuka come out. It doesn't really get any kills, but they've already got that first checkpoint there. And now we can see them kind of going. And it's that they're able to get 2 down as well. We can see the stamp popped up on their plat from the wiper, and they're right out of their check.
Oh wow, okay, this already at the second checkpoint, it's hardly been just 1 minute here. This is the speed that Banana Split is looking for right now. They managed to get one, the wiper is off the tower right now, and this is the perfect time, honestly, for Drexel to move up right now. Getting 3 down from Banana Split, they're not coolered, you know, they're getting all this paint control right here, and it's going to be Grace on the Junior, going to be slowly charging up that bubble, and hopefully trying to enable their teammates with that.
Yeah, and I don't know who that was who got the pick on the charger, but that's going to be very important. Taking out the backline is kind of mean that if Drexel is able to get a few more picks, then EaUCD isn't going to have anywhere to fall back on. We can see the trade coming out, and the Booyah. So it looks like they're going to maybe get checked, but they are 2 down.
Yeah, it's very difficult to get check at this point right here, especially with that machine on tower right there. Gray's going to try everything in their power to hold on to it, but it's not going to be quite enough here. But hey, it's going to be Wicket on this Neo Machine here. That's slowly going to be tossing out these giant AoE hitboxes around the tower to clear it for their teammates.
Yeah, and we can see we're going to see how they're going to set up. They are sort of taking control of plat. We actually have two specials. We have Ink Strike and Stamp, and this machine is very close to Azuka. If the machine gets like a few picks off the Azuka, that could be horrible for Drexel.
100%.
And we see the Stamp pop.
There. Okay, you know what? The Shockwaves is going to be able to combo with the Azuka there. You love to see a good Stamp, folks. And they are going to get quite a number down here. Cooler's going to run out for them, and Wicket is not going to be able to survive this. It's going to be Grace going to be able to push up here, put down this paint. They have Bubble over here, and they're going to be able to move up accordingly here and get another pick.
Grace is just kind of running in here with the Junior. Not really the weapon that you expect to run in. And was unable to get the jump. The Wiper, very, very good awareness there, being able to rush down the Junior. And Drexel went 3 down again. EaUCD has complete control over this, and it looks like they're just going to ride that out into a knockout.
100% here, right? It is quite an interesting situation to be in, as being on, how do I say it? Be on the back foot for most of that game right there. As you saw, Grace was able to get quite a number of picks there, but the second they went into that pit area and just being unable to jump out, it just seemed like 3 members of Drexel went down there, and that's going to give Banana Split the first game here for this set.
Yeah, definitely that map, kind of, we talked about the snowballing potential earlier. If you're going down on defense, the other team just has so much room to push in, especially if they're able to get up to that top right area, which EaUCD was able to do. And yeah, from there, it's KO.
Yeah, 100%. Like, the KO potential on this map is pretty hard here. But you know what's something else that's like way harder to knock out on? Our next map mode combo with Undertow Spillway coming up here, Batson.
Yeah, Undertow. This is a funny map. This is one of the most interesting maps, I think, in the game, because you have Undertow, which in my opinion is one of the worst zones and clams maps in the game. I like this map on Rainmaker.
You know what? Yeah,
So-
I agree with that. You know, Rainmaker on this map mode specifically is probably one of, if not the most interesting Rainmaker map modes in this entire game. Granted, there's not too many of them, so we take what we can get here. It's typically boils down to, how do I say it, going left for the longer push or breaking right at the right opportunity to score a lot of points right there. However, you do have to cross uninkable surfaces, and the enemy team is going to have high ground, so you're going to need to have some resources or some way to get them off of there and push that Rainmaker forward there, Batson.
Yeah, definitely. And I mean, there is like the sponge to get back, but generally the defending team has to be very, very careful of dropping, because it's very easy to get caught in the wrong position here. So, and if they are in the right position, it's hard for the offense to break past them. But with the combination of a lot of Zukas or machine AoE hitboxes or like whatever, then the offensive team can just snowball that into an even bigger push. I don't know. Crazy stuff happens on this map. Sometimes people just die for no reason, and sometimes people live forever.
Die for no reason. They fall off the map here. Oh man, you know what? That's actually a legitimate strategy. You know, when the Rainmaker is in your own base and you just want to get it out of there, you just toss it off the map and they die for no reason right there. You know that you are 100% correct there, Batson.
Yeah, as I've been playing Machine for this past CCA season, and every now and again I'll be on this map with Machine, and I'll just get like 4 kills in a row. I don't even think I'm doing anything. So sometimes that happens. Sometimes you think you're safe from Machine and you're not. We'll see if they stick with that. But I think Machine's very good here.
Yeah, 100%. It seems like Drexel is going to stick with their standard core comp here of 4 close-range weapons along with the S-Blast here, while Banana Split is also sticking with the same comp here, except I think it's going to be Ave on the NSAP here?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we can see Zap very good here. You want a fast cooler weapon for Rainmaker, and Zap is a fast cooler weapon that has a bomb. And we can see very good pick on the S-Blast from the Charger immediately to open up this game.
Yeah, immediately shutting down Drexel's star player with, how do I say it? Just that one quick pick from the Charger right there is quite a bit of momentum. That's going to swing quite a bit for, what was it, Drexel real quick here. But they're just going to be able to collapse in on these cooler plays. But no, it's going to be Noel here with this Stamper getting a 2 picks here and causing quite a lot of chaos here in mid.
Yeah, fantastic Stamp there. I love seeing Stamp work. And gets another pick even there. We can see the left side is being opened up. Wiper pivoting over to the right, trying to take some attention. Is able to get that attention. And does end up going down, but the team has control of mid. EaUCD.
100% here, but no, it's gonna be Drexel with the quad right there. I just saw Azuka get clicked and people die for no reason, as you said that before, Batson.
I mean, yeah, this funny stuff happens. Sometimes this Zuka, it goes perfectly over the that like little bump in mid, and it's able to take everyone out. And you can see just that happens, and that's a free checkpoint.
Wait, Giles is going to be able to back up here. Yeah, 2 members, I think, went down from Drexel here, and now it's going to be, I believe, Purple holding his Rainmaker, trying to push themselves back to go a little bit further and that little bit, squeeze out every single point they can get here, and now it's going to be Banana Split ready to just mount a push of their own and get back in the game here.
Maybe. The S-Bus did get a very good trade, but Drexel did end up going 2 down, and we can see them being in mid. They gotta be a bit careful here. You can't just run in when Drexel has had some time to set up. But that pick onto the shot is gonna be very, very crucial.
Yeah, Purple on this S-Blast right here, putting in the work right here. Get those huge AoE blasts as well as those directs have really been paying off here for Drexel. Being able to put a lot of these people at pressure like that Wiper, taking advantage of that slow kill time there, and getting another kill right here.
Yeah, this S-Bus right here, EaUCD was right to say they got to make sure that they're killing him. Like, they have basically been preventing EaUCD from making any sort of progress. So you can see the Rainmaker's only at 99. They just touched it.
Yeah, they hardly been able to move from mid here. It feels like Banana Split's been getting those picks here, but just hasn't been able to get the space cleared enough for a proper Rainmaker push right here. Wicked's going to be able to pick it up over here, going in with these strikes here to be able to push the left side here, getting Benzap down from Drexel, but no, it's going to be a bomb from Grace, being able to stop that push all in its tracks here, and the bubble is online, but it's going to get shut down by Noel.
Yeah, I mean, we can see this time. Wow, what a direct there to kill that Wiper. Yeah. If the S-Bus goes down, then that's pretty scary. Like, you can see they already got the check. They wouldn't have had anyone to prevent EaUCD from just returning to the space that lost. And the Zuka is able to get 2.
Yeah, the Zuka is able to get 2 here, but hey, Grace is also going to be able to use these bombs to their advantage. A lot of people say Junior is all about the R button, and I cannot agree anymore. Those bombs are deadly. They're going to get you whether you like it or not. Whether you're going left, you're going right, it's just going to be quite the bloodbath here in Noel. Not Noel. Batson. I just saw Noel over there.
No, that's fair. But we'll see what's going to happen with this Zuka. We can see it being popped. Is able to pick out the Zap. That's going to be huge. It's going to be no cooler for EaUCD, so any future picks are going to be a lot more impactful from Drexel.
Yeah, 100%.
We can see this fight going on here.
Yeah, there's quite a bit. Giles putting in the work with the shot. Getting 2 down, I believe, was also cooler. So, you know what? They're going to be coming back quite fast here and being able to just keep that Zuka as a special charge. And just be able to have it for that point right here because Banana Split is running out of time here, Batson. There's only about a minute left on this clock right here, and the paint control is not looking in their favor.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we can see the special. They do have a Zuka, so we'll see if they're going to be able to get any value. But the machine goes down. I don't know who got that pick, whether it's the S-Bus or one of the shots, but that was a very, very important pick.
Oh,
although it was cooler. And it's going to get 2! Oh, the Zuka is not going to be able to do it here. The counter Zuka is not going to be the best here, but they're going to have to cross here soon. But no, it's going to be nearly a wipeout here. But Noel's going to try everything in their power to go towards that Rainmaker and pop it right here. Gets multiple, runs through with it, not going to get through. Holy, what was that, Batson? My God, when I saw them get that, when I saw them go 3 down, there, I was so scared because like. If the Rainmaker squid rolled forward, I think the Rainmaker might have sort of misinputted there and ended up going a bit backwards to run into the bomb, but the Wiper almost managing to clutch that up by getting 1 pick with the stamp and 1 from the Rainmaker pop, out DPSing everyone with that stamp, and then it's just unfortunately not able to get far enough before being taken down by the other 4 that were there. Yeah, but if you look at the points that are being scored there, it's quite impressive just overall that
how do I say it, that Banana Split was able to mount that push that quickly and that fast, so, how do I say it, with just only a minute left. You saw how it was just barely past the first checkpoint at that first point, and then being able to get all the way down to the 20s just in that last 10 seconds there. Definitely going to have to give a shout out to Noel on that at Wiper, popping that Rainmaker immediately and just breaknecking for it, hoping to swap the lead at a situation that did look not so favorable for Banana Split there.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, they were close. They just needed a few more missed shots from Drexel, and they probably could have got lead there. So,
oh yeah, 100%.
very good match from both teams.
Very good matchup there. And I just felt like Drexel was so in control a lot for that nearly that entire game. I think it was that initial wipeout that just kind of set the tone for that map mode in particular. But hey, we're going to be moving to Clan Blitz Umami Ruins next up here, Batson. What are your thoughts on this map mode combination?
I don't know. I love Umami zones because we normally win Umami zones, my team. I don't like Umami Tower and Rainmaker because we always lose on Umami Tower and Rainmaker. This one, I don't know.
I don't know. Okay,
so,
you know what? Umami Ruins is one of those maps that just kind of you see on CCA's map list, and you're like, wait, this map exists, right? Okay. We're going to be playing Clan Blitz here, and it's a little bit of a, how do I say it, interesting map mode combo, especially on Clan Blitz, right? Because the block, what's going to happen, right, is that block's going to be introduced as another alternative path to get on top of the dome, right, as another way to get the Tower Clam in, as well as set up your pushes right there. But it's very difficult to do so, as typically you're going to need quite the numbers advantage as well as resources to be able to make that happen there, Batson.
Yeah, for sure. And another thing that I want to draw attention to for this map, on Clam specifically, I don't know if any of these teams are going to do it. I don't know if they have a 96 player in their back pocket or anything, but this is one of the maps that Kraken Cheese is super, super strong on, because the Kraken just has a straight path right to the basket. You even have the block there to protect you. So
yeah, 100% here, Batson. Just having a Kraken here just to be able to hit that at what was it, the double G's, right, at the end, and end the game there and prevent overtime from happening is going to be really huge, because that's kind of what happens in Clan Blitz. Like, a lot of teams just like get into overtime and panic ensues, and Kraken's just able to help remedy that in those right situations. But hey, I'm curious to see if a Kraken will be pulled out here. I don't think any weapons from both these teams have a Kraken user, and it seems like Drexel's sticking tried and true with their CQC weapons, as well as Banana Split moving over to Squeezer and Dynamo.
yeah, I about Dynamo. I don't know if I've ever seen a Dynamo on this map, but what I have seen on this map is Squeezer plus shot. Very classic double Zuka comp, and yeah, double Zuka, sometimes it can just get triples.
Oh yeah, 100%.
So
yeah, and Dynamo does also have the cooler over here. You know, being able to supply that to their teammates and keep that shot Zuka output quite steady right now. But Wicket right here, slowly looking for opportunities to paint for him, but isn't able to move up as far as they want to. You know, a lot of picks have been made like already, just like one there, over there, and we see Noel trying to head in with the stamper here, but not going to be able to get anything. Turple shutting them down here.
yeah, and we can see the shot also going down as well. And the S-Boss is sort of pushing around by the Squeezer. It's going to be able to get one. Is it going to be able to get the Dynamo as well? No, the Dynamo is actually going to take out the S-Blast. And, whoa!
Yeah, there's going to be 2 down already from Drexel's side over here. It's quite a bit of action that's happening here. Just very bloodbath in it right now. A lot of specials are going to be coming online now. It's going to be Banana Split's turn to be able to try and get a push right here. You know, special's going to come online. The Zuka's going to be popped right here. Noel's going to try and go in with the Stamper. He's trying to get some picks here, but is unfortunately going to get shut down here. Unfortunately, a lot of members from Banana Split are going down in this push, but they managed to make it work here, and Wicked's going to just slowly put in as many clams as possible as Purple immediately puts that S-Flash shot right into the Dynamo's face.
Yeah, and like, I don't know, they did manage to get the clam in, but they lost so many resources. You can see the special difference. 3 specials ready, with the Zap being pretty close to cooler compared to EaUCD, which has nothing going on right now.
Yeah, it seems like the specials are going to be popped from Drexel's side right now. The cooler gets popped, the Booyah gets popped, as well as the Zuka right here. 2 go down from Banana Split. This is going to be a huge push here, Batson.
Yeah, and we can see they are able to take out that last person, and they're going to be able to get the lead. And now this S-Boss is in a scary spot, going for this fight against the Dynamo. Does manage to trade, but that just gives Drexel even more chance to throw more power cleanse in.
Yeah, 100% here. Yeah, Drexel is not giving any chances for Banana Split to be able to really get meaningful kills here. But Noel on this Viper here, going to be the distraction here, going to try and move up, give the opportunity for their Dynamo player to move up right here. But unfortunately, going to get shut down by the S-Class, and the Dynamo gets a double.
Yeah, the Dynamo on that high ground, pretty threatening, especially when people aren't looking at it. Just able to output so much paint and so much AoE over its hitbox. It's going to be able to get them a score.
Ooh, yeah, you're right here. Unfortunately, some members of the Drexel are going to go down here, and they're going to be trading out their lives here for getting as many claims as possible into that basket right now. This Dynamo has to back off here, you know. It's one of those weapons that can be easily rushed down, so you're going to need to have that space and give those jumps for your teammates here, backside.
Yeah, I mean, we can see they've taken top mid again. They're in the standing position, but the Zuka is going to coming out. There's two people on top mid. I'm not able to pick either of them, unfortunately. And it's going to get immediately taken out by the return Zuka.
Yeah, 100%.
On EaUCD.
Yeah, they're going to be having another Zuka coming up here with this Squeezer, you know. Squeezer is not one of those weapons that's known for, like, outputting a lot of Zukas, but hey, it's better to have one Zuka to complement the other Zuka as well here. And unfortunately, it's not going to matter too much here as Turple and the rest of Drexel are going to run in here and start shooting into this basket area, set up that bubble here, throw in as many claims as possible. This might be it here, but no, two go down here, Batson.
Yeah, and the S-Boss going down is going to force the zap all the way back. And I just want to say, that was a crazy Booyah Bomb from the S-Boss a while ago. They were from their side of the map, they threw it directly to the other side, right in perfect position. But
definitely a really well-placed Booyah Bomb there from the time Drexel that allowed that push to be able to go through there. But two members of Banana Split are down here. It's going to be up to the Squeezer as well as this Viper to hold them off here. Noel's going to go in here with the stamp here, going to try and catch another person here, but not going to be able to find them quite yet, and unfortunately not going to be able to find it. But hey, they managed to live here and managed to be able to get some clams and push up here to Batson.
yeah, and the shot going down as well with the Zuka come out. Is the Zuka going to be able to get one more? It is not, but still, EaUCD has control over this area. You can see the second Zuka? Maybe? One more shot?
Maybe.
No, and the Dynamo goes down. That's a bit unfortunate, but
the lottery is not on their side today with these Zuka shots here. But hey, they do have a power clam. They have two power clams. They have a jump coming in here from Wicked to be able to score that in here. But now it's all up to Ave really quick. Only the one in position here, along with Noel, to be able to get all the way into that basket right here. But no, it's not going to be enough here. They're too far back, and game number 3 is going to go to Drexel Dragons.
yeah, and I mean, once again, we can see the same thing as the last Rainmaker game. Like, Drexel is really good at taking control and just preventing EaUCD from doing anything. They're just not losing their ground as much as EaUCD is. And yeah, that just means that they can score more clamps in.
Yeah, 100% there. I gotta give a shout out to that Dynamo there, being able to put in quite a lot of work when they got on the top mid there, but it just quite wasn't enough for Drexel, especially when they click like 2 or 3 specials in mid along with that Booyah Bomb you mentioned earlier, right? That was such a big moment that just swung the entire match in favor of Drexel, right? And they just had such a good first push that it didn't really they could just play defense for most of that game right there, put a lot of pressure on Banana Split to be able to do something. And I think we're going to be having a substitution from Banana Split side here.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. We'll see who's going to come in here. I have absolutely no idea what weapons they could be using.
I actually do have an idea here. Hint, hint, wink, wink. So I believe, looking at their roster real quick here, it's going to be Banana Abby going to be getting in here, and I believe they play Vanilla Shot as well. So it seems like one of their shot players aren't feeling too hot right now, or they want to hand off the role to Banana Abby to be able to put in that work and put in those Zukas right there. So hey, if someone's lottery Zuka isn't working today, perhaps someone else's lotto ticket's working.
I mean, maybe Zuka is one of those specials where if you're having a bad day on Zuka, then it kind of sucks because it's so powerful, but also it's powerful when you get the shot. So, and it's hard to use. Sometimes you'll be messing it up.
Yeah, you
So.
saw, like, despite having the double Zuka there from Banana Split, they weren't able to get quite exactly what they wanted there. And I've kind of noticed, like, Drexel does a really good job of stuffing out, like, the follow-up from Zuka, right? You notice when the Zuka's going off right there, not many members of Banana Split are able to move up there, right? And that kind of led them to be able to dominate quite a bit of the game and have the Zukas get a lot less value than they typically would for a map mode that's kind of infamous for having Zuka being really good for it. But hey, we're going to be moving to a Splatoon 2 classic, or I guess a beloved Splatoon 3 classic, Mako Mart Zones here, Batson. So what are your thoughts on this map mode combination?
This is one of the most iconic zones maps in the series, I think, and it's easy to see why. Like, it's fairly balanced. Like, yeah, there can be lockouts that occur on it, but like that's Splatoon 3, and yeah, you have a lot of ledges for AoE weapons to play around, which both teams have a few of, and you have you have Reef Slider Cheese. I don't know if anyone's gonna pop that, but it's something that you can do on this map.
You know, Turple is a S-Blast master, right? So perhaps they might switch to the vanilla kit just so they have the Reef Slider Cheese right there. However, it can be very risky sometimes just going for that Reef Cheese, because if Banana Split anticipates that or sees that happening, what's going to happen is they're going to click Reef Slider, they die immediately because Banana Split notices that, and then the rest of their team are going to be playing defense essentially after that zone flip right there. So while it is a good stalls tactic, I'm not sure if they're going to be able to use that quite a bit. And it is Banana Abbey that's going to be in here, Batson.
Yeah, I mean, you were right. We'll see if they end up going shot as is predicted. Shot. It never hurts to have a shot in your comp, right?
100%, right? It's like the peanut butter and jelly, you know, for a lot of comps right here. Oh, we need some paint support. Oh, shot. We need Zuka support. Oh, use the shot, right? It's kind of like seen as, rather than more of a niche weapon pick, it's probably the most like vanilla ice cream thing that you use to build comps, honestly, and it just kind of rounds them out really well, especially with Zuka being so strong here, Batson.
Yeah, for sure. I like that you can see it's always like this one shooter that fills that role. Like, it was K shot, then Splash, now it's B shot. So
as a shot player, I agree. Like, you know what? It's fine to have at least one shooter in the meta, but I think we can mix it up a little bit. You know, there is the T-Tech there. You know, the tri-strikes are pretty cool. But hey, they could get the tri-strikes here. Actually, you know, if Banana Abbey's able to play V shot, right, they're probably gonna be able to pretty confidently play T-Tech here if they want to cap the zone that way.
yeah, I mean, strikes do get a lot better on zones when you have that threat of an insta cap. So
100%. We're gonna be loading in here. It's gonna be game number 4 here, with Drexel being 2-1 against Banana Split right here. It's again gonna be the bread and butter Drexel comp versus Banana Split's Nautilus and Wiper combo.
I know Deceased in chat is very excited to see them not, but anyway, we'll see both teams. You can see the S-Blast is sort of pushing up, looking to get any early picks on the right side there. But the shot from Drexel does end up going down as the S-Blast ends up running in. Let's see if it ends up getting it. Not really. So both teams are kind of just waiting around in mid, waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, it's going to be Turple over here, already going to be able to trade out here, and Noelle is going to be looking for this opportunity to be able to go in here. Viper's one of those weapons on this map that is able to get quite a lot of value, but not like this, especially when multiple shooters are on Drexel and are able to shoot through that stamp here and shut down that knot. Oh my goodness, it is a bloodbath here in mid here, Batson.
Yeah, but right now it's just a shot on the side of Drexel, able to get out, which is very smart, as they are holding that Zuka. And the, I don't even know that was, something went down to the burst bombs. And this S-Blast is just going off, getting 2 kills to try to get that team in. We'll see if they're able to get this last pick out. Yeah. But either way, Drexel's back in.
Oh yeah, Drexel is certainly back in here. You know, they are not giving the advantage state that Banana Split is oh so desperate for. You know, Nautilus is one of those weapons that wants to have that paint, be able to freely move around, just be able to beam a lot of these short-range shooters that Drexel is playing right now. And it seems like they're going to be able to do that, trading 2 on both sides. And it's going to be quite the bloodbath on this left stack. Grace is going to hold on to their lives right here, but it's not going to be enough here, Batson.
Yeah, and this is the position where EaUCD wants to be in. They have the Nautilus. Nautilus outranges basically everything on Drexel's team. And it's going to be very difficult for them to be able to push it back in. They're probably going to need the Zukas. And they are close to one. We'll see if they manage to do anything with it.
Oh yeah, 100% here. It's gonna be Lemon sharking on to the side just to get inside the bubble to take out the Junior, and it seems like, no, they're gonna be able to cap here and put them in further penalty points, so Banana Split is gonna have to also wait even longer to be able to knock out here.
Yeah, and like they capped zone, but they did not get control back of mid. And we can see, as the S-Boss going down to the stamp, that's even less of an opportunity they have to sort of stall out this fight and regain the controls and specials.
Yeah, definitely. Drexel has just been seeming like they can't quite get the control they want to. It just seems like multiple picks are happening here, and they're not going to be able to move up as effectively or as efficiently as they want to right now. It's going to be the zone out of the penalty points right here, but it seems like Drexel is trying to cap really quick right here. It's just going to be a huge bloodbath in mid right now, as a lot of fights happen off the zone, as well as Drexel trying to get paint control here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Drexel did a pretty good job of pushing back in. They saw that there was a opportunity to just hard rush left, and they ended up doing that, forcing the team back in. And now they even managed to get two, forcing the Zuka on this right side. They're gonna get a trade, but I don't know how worth that trade was, because you popped Zuka for that, and you're still down on the side of EaUCD.
Yeah, exactly. So not only is popping Zuka there against a forward player not so good, right? It's you went down with the special charge from popping Zuka going down here, and now it's just going to be Drexel opportunity to hold zone here. 15 ticks left on the zone real quick, and I think this is going to be it here, Batson.
I mean, maybe we do have both full teams there, and all of Drexel ends up getting wiped. I don't know what they got wiped from. Probably like one of them went down to the stamp at least. And the complete reversal of control. EaUCD has the entire map to work with at this point.
Oh my goodness, yeah, that was quite the push there from Banana. But one last Hail Mary that just happens to work. Get out that wipeout here. It's going to be Lemon here, trying to put more pressure on the top there. And a lot of members of Drexel are just going to be able to trade out a lot of members on Banana Split right here. But the zone's just going to get pain over instantly like that, thanks to Grace using that bubble to be able to push a little bit forward here. And right now, Banana Abbey has to flank right now. They need to get these picks really quick here before anything else happens. And this zone only has a minute left to be able to be contested here, Batson.
Yeah, and Banana Abbey is able to get one in a very long fight with this other shot, and is able to escape. And EaUCD did end up retaining most of the control, so the zap end up going down is really, really unfortunate though, because it means that they are not going to have a cooler for this upcoming team fight. And with the Zuka pop and the not end up going down, this is pretty yikes.
Ooh, but the zone gets to get capped again here. It's gonna be really difficult for how do I say it? This comp to be able to output more paint than the Junior, the Shot, and the NZAP combined right here. That's gonna be the main difference maker here. They're gonna collapse in on Ave, shut down that NZAP right now. 10 seconds left on the clock right here. Drexel needs to be able to hold the zone here to prevent it from going forward here. And unfortunately, they're not gonna be able to hold zone right now. A good jump out happens right now, and now it is overtime here, Batson.
Yeah, it's not that many points on the clock right now. Drexel does have to work fast. They do have a bubbler to work. The Junior player's been pushing the left stack and bubbling, and it's been a very effective way to get them in so far. We can see they're able to do it again, and with the Zuka coming out and the wiper going down, they are going to be able to cap the zone there. So very good game on Drexel.
Unbelievable. You called out the bubble there and how they were always capping zone just from setting up that bubble on left stack, being able to quickly put down the paint they need just to quickly burst paint that zone as quickly as possible and just put Banana Split back on the back foot right there. You see the fist bump happening right there as they send us off of the wave, but this is going to be match point here for Drexel right here. This is going to be quite the upset, I believe, if Drexel is going to be able to pull it out here against UCSD Banana Split.
Well, like you can see, EaUCD did do a pretty good bit of adaptation. You can see they were doing a bit better at pushing back in that game, but Drexel's retake that game was just so good with the Junior bubble. Like, I think every single time Grace would go onto left stack, pop bubble, throw like a bomb, and EaUCD just couldn't deal with that.
Yeah, 100% right there. One of the best things I think about Bubble in this, I play with the junior player as well, is just being, if you set them up in the right spot and near the objective, it just kind of just denies a lot of weaponry to like move forward. And that's kind of the thing that Not wants to be able to have. Like, they want to have that range against a lot of these short range comps, and that Bubble just shields them away from it. Right, and Wiper can't really do much besides try and get inside the bubble itself, and that can often be quite dangerous here. But hey, we're going to be getting into this next map mode combination, which is going to be Tower Control Inkball Art Academy, another Splatoon classic, if I do say so myself.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, this is one of the most TC played maps in this game for a reason. It is TC, so it's still lockout heavy. Every TC map is lockout heavy, but there are a lot of options that you have on defense once they sort of push up to your plat and like in mid, at least more so than the average for Splatoon 2. But I don't know. I like this map a lot. There's a lot of different places where you can go, and yeah, I'm excited to see if EaUCD is going to be able to sort of figure out how to adapt to this paint heavy comp, and whether it's a knot or a squeezer or whatever they have their range, how to sort of leverage that over Drexel.
Yeah, definitely. Drexel's comp is very interesting in the fact that there is no, I guess, ranged weapon in quotation marks. I guess you could say the long range from S-Blast is able to like make up for everything, but it just kind of feels like a plague that Banana Split has to deal with, right? They get all that paint, and now you have all these very mobile weapons being able to move around and reposition and rotate to wherever the team needs, and be able to just put down as much as necessary to be able to just push them out. But hey, we're getting into this map mode. What was it? One game away for Drexel taking this entire set here. No, what was it? Batson. So let's see if they can do it here.
Yeah, I mean, if you're EaUCD, you just lost 3 games in a row. You got to be thinking, how can we not let this get to our head for the final game, and how are we going to be able to sort of take back? And we can actually see the T-Tech there with the strikes to prevent like overtime pushes on tower. It's a pretty good choice here.
Honestly, yeah, I could see this. You know, being on TC, having 2 strike weapons, no kill, like overkill for that GG strikes, I guess. And you gotta notice that Zookas weren't exactly working exactly in favor for Banana Split this entire set right here. So they're just gonna chunk Zooka out of there and set this up in mid right here with the strikes going out, as Noel is looking for an opportunity to go in here, finds one, trying to get the second pick, is able to do it right here, and a wipeout happens on Banana Split here. Textbook example there, Batson.
Yeah, especially because that shot crucially wasn't cooler there, and that means that they're going to lose all of their Zooka charge, which is going to be huge for getting this check and see if EaUCD can sort of secure their hold on their plot.
Yeah, 100% here. There is certainly a fire that has been lit under Banana Split right now, and it's now their opportunity to push this. And already past 2 checkpoints, it's hardly been a minute right here. Let's see if they can continue this momentum here, Batson.
Yeah, and they're the only ones with a special, but they have strikes still. They've got a wipe and a triple so far in this game. And even getting another double right now, as Cooler Pop, Drexel isn't even getting a chance to do anything. And another triple.
Oh my goodness, Batson. I blink, you miss it, and you see the knockout right there. Game number 5 goes all the way to Banana Split here. Not even one Drexel member was able to touch tower that entire game right there. Now that's what we call defense and offense at the same time.
Yeah, and I mean, the Wiper and the T-Tech there, we're just holding on the gas pedal that entire game. Like, they didn't even back up once, and they kept getting kills, and they kept using those kills to like push in even further, and just Drexel could not breathe that entire match. Very, very good play from EaUCD.
Yeah, very, very good plays right there. I think what's the most impressive I've seen is just like the speed of those plays. You just saw one go down, Noel like gets 3, and then instantly the wipeout happens, and that just put Drexel so far on the back foot right there that they didn't have a special in time to respond to the onslaught of Banana Split members moving up, taking paint control, getting more specials than Drexel, and just completely shutting them down here. We're going to be going into a game at number 6 situation right here on Museum Rainmaker. What are your thoughts on this map mode combo here, Batson?
I mean, I don't I don't know about the map as much as the mode. Like, we saw how quick EaUCD was playing in tower control, and now that it's Rainmaker, which is even faster, we'll see if they're even going to give Drexel time to open up the game, or if they're just going to run straight into their plat.
Yeah, exactly. I think, how do I say it? Just being able to mix just a lot of those options and go in with those strikes were definitely critical. Just be able to just prevent Drexel from moving into the areas they wanted to move and just kind of walled out Drexel completely, being able to just put those strikes in those positions there so they deny the important spaces on the map here. And this might be a repeat here on Museum, on these spinners right here, because you're going to need to maintain control of your spinner before you can push that Rainmaker anywhere far into the second checkpoint. But let's see these comps. It's going to be Drexel's tried and true against UCSD's Banana Splits. What was it? Standard comp here, but with Banana Abbey on the B shot here as well.
Yeah, I mean, Zuka is just so hard to pass up on this map. It can get you in, it can save you when the Rainmaker is like by itself. And you can see 2 immediately dropped right, and they're able to get 2 off of the opening with the bubble being popped. And now they have Zuka ready. Yeah. So very, very strong opening for EaUCD.
I don't know. I guess the lock-in button was clicked, or they just woke up right here. Banana Split is not playing any more games. They saw the first 3 games get taken out right here, and now they are just as ready to rock and roll. The first checkpoint is going to go down here, and now Drexel finally getting the specials up that they need to be able to push out a plat, but 2 go down, unfortunately, Batson.
Oh my god. EaUCD did lock in. Like, this is not the same team that was playing for the rest of the set.
Yeah,
like, they're already down to 9, and it's just been a minute left.
Yeah, definitely. A switch has been flipped. Something happened here, and Banana Split is ready to just be able to knock out. Already getting to 9 right here. That is a near knockout situation there, as Banana Split is putting Drexel consistently on the back foot, denying the Junior from being able to bubble too far up right there, and that is just going to shut this down really quickly as the cooler comes out and that Rainmaker resets here, Batson.
And the Rainmakers, yeah, and even though the Rainmakers reset, Banana Split still has control of plat. They're still popping specials, and Drexel is still going down.
Yeah, 100%.
So we can see the Brio come up, but I don't know. Drexel just needs to force their way back into their plat.
Oh yeah, 100% right here. Lemon's going to be able to move just a little bit more forward here, pushing that Rainmaker even further into the spawn right now. It's just going to be other members of Banana Split sitting on the spinner, making it as difficult as possible for Drexel to get anything done here. The S-Blast is out here trying to get these trades, trying to get these members out of here. Giles does have the Zuka. They are going to click it, trying to get them off the spinner, but it doesn't seem like they're able to find one.
And we can see the Rainmaker ended up resetting, and there's still 2 down. Drexel has been 2 down this entire game. And yeah, EaUCD is going to have another chance to grab the Rainmaker and see if they can sort of get the knockout.
That was a really good snipe there from London, being able to just consistently get people on the spinner right there. So even when they do get spinner, they're going to be able to get another one here, Batson, and just immediately just shut down any chance Drexel has into getting into mid right now.
Yeah, and Drexel looked like they were cooking a bit. They were able to get 3 picks, but then Lemon was just able to sort of shut that down. And they go 2 down again.
Yeah, it's really unfortunate here. It just feels like Drexel has been staggering a lot right here, and every time they click a special, it's not able to get the value that it wants to. That bubble did almost nothing in slowing down this advance right here, as Lemon's going to move this Rainmaker all the way up here, and he's going to be able to push this forward. Noel's going to clear some space with that hammer, but unfortunately, this Rainmaker's just going to sit in Drexel's spawn yet again here, Batson.
I mean, yeah. And the Zap's even able to go on the top left at this point to cause even more problems.
It seemed like the NZAP saw a good opportunity to break that away here, but now 2 are going to go down there. There is going to be no cooler coming out here on Banana Split right here. They're going to have to deal with that charger on the spinner right now, as Giles clicks the Zuka, forcibly trying to get people off these spinners right here, but not going to be enough right here. It just seems like Drexel can't get the picks they can as they could last game.
Yeah, and I mean, they're still down 2 again. Like, it's another 2v2 situation, and with only a minute left, these 2v2s are way better for Banana Split than they are for Drexel.
Yeah, 100%. Even though Drexel is able to get cooler and they come back, it's just they need to be able to have this momentum on their side, and it's just never been on this side. The Rainmaker keeps... The only time Rainmaker has gone out of their spawn is when it got reset their bats, and it's only 30 seconds left on the clock here. I can confidently say 90% of the time that the Rainmaker was in Drexel's spawn, so now it's going to be a flip of the script here. They have to do a Hail Mary play, 30 seconds here. Drexel needs to do something.
For sure, and we can see the first time the S-Bus is able to push in, but it's unfortunately not able to get any picks, and it's 2 down from Drexel. Yet again, it's just the Rainmaker and one more. As they do end up getting jumps, but the Wiper is going to end up taking out the Rainmaker, and I'm not sure that Drexel's going to be able to get pop here.
Just before the bubble went up, that short opportunity the projectile was able to shut down there, that was an amazing Zuka from Banana Abbey, just cleaning out that game, preventing anyone from setting up that bubble. I think the one big change from these games right here is that bubble has gotten no value at all. Oh, Batson.
Yeah, I mean, bubble doesn't do anything when you have a Wiper just running straight into it. So, yeah, like, Banana Split has been playing so much faster these past 2 games. And I think that's really been the main thing. You know, they said that one thing that they needed to do was to be aggressive and fast. Well, they started being aggressive and fast. And now it's up to Drexel to figure out how they want to adapt to that.
Yeah, 100%. That is one of their keys to victory here, being aggressive and fast, as you said before, right here. But it seems like all their keys to victories that are being achieved right here, you know, they are shutting down that S-Blast. They hardly have an opportunity to have the paint to be able to move around as well as push in, right, at these opportunities. They're playing off picks and flanks from the Wiper really well. Noel consistently getting multiple picks and just consistently getting multiple down, as well as clearing a path for that Rainmaker, just led them to putting so much pressure and just basically owning both spitters for basically the entirety of that game there, Batson.
For sure, but it is Clan Blitz. The fast modes have been played, and now we are going back to a mode that favors Drexel, whose pace is much, much slower than something like Rainmaker. So
yeah, definitely. I have to agree with that. Like, Clan Blitz is one of those modes where, like, you can move as fast as you need to, right? To basically just set up these pushes, right? Versus something like Rainmaker, where you clear space, push the Rainmaker, it just goes in. Whoever's the faster team just kind of wins at that point right here. But it seems like Drexel has to be able to have a response to this aggression that is coming out from Banana Split and be able to respond to not only the specials that are coming out, but just the overall speed the members are playing at right now. Again, the switch was flipped, and now they are just putting all that momentum on that gas pedal, and they just can't be stopped, Batson.
Yeah, for sure. It'll just come down to if EaUCD is able to keep up what they've done for the past 2 games, and Drexel's not able to adapt, then they should be able to take this. But I don't know. Drexel might have something that they might have something up their sleeve. They might not be done. This is definitely more favored for them than the past 2 maps have been.
Yeah,
so
definitely, this is gonna be it's gonna be a big win for either team, because, you know, both of them are at the season record of 2-1 right here. One person's walking out with a 3-E1 to their name, and the other's walking out with a 2-2. Whoever that is, we'll find out with this game on Clan Blitz on Barnacle and Dime right here, as we see another comp switch a little bit here, and it's gonna be these very mobile shooters paired up with the Charger and a Wiper from Banana Split right here.
yeah, and Drexel still sticking to their old comp. It was working for a while. We'll see if they're going to be able to sort of play it a bit differently to get them the win here.
Yeah, 100%. Pain control is the name of the game here. The bubble gets popped right here, and it's going to seem like their teammates are going to be able to try and move up on that, but unfortunately it gets shredded right there, Batson. This is not looking too good for Drexel, as their special value and their paint output is starting to falter right now.
Yeah. Yeah, although they do end up, it is a 2v2 right now, and it's fairly even. Neither team has really been able to get a strong advantage, but as I say that, the Charger is forced to jump out of. This is going to give Drexel free reign to sort of paint the map, charge their specials, and sort of take control with their very mobile weapons.
Okay, it's going to be trade for trade. The Charger getting that rid of that Junior right there. So no bubble is going to be online for quite a bit of time right here as the members of Drexel get that power claim here. And it's going to be Giles slowly trying to shark up here and win these fights, but unfortunately going to be forced back because of Noel's Viper, who's going to go down to the Booyah Bomb.
Yeah, and What a very good shot from Lemon, being able to shut down that S-Blast. That is going to force Banana Split back into mid. We can see this person is the Charger is gonna end up trading, but the Wiper is able to push up, and Drexel is forced back once again.
Yeah, unfortunately that Viper's not going to be able to get the end zap there, but it's going to be guys on this clear. EaUCD going to miss right here, and this is the first score is going to go to Banana Split right here, giving them quite a bit of momentum. Drexel needs to find a response and fast right here. Get back in the mid, get these picks, gets the Viper to go down to a bomb as well, and right here, it's going to be the gas pedal for Drexel, I think.
Yeah, especially with that Tactical coming out, just being able to move so much faster, and Banana Split is not going to be able to be cleared.
Yeah, 100% right here. Banana Split is getting these picks in mid here and has been maintaining this power position right on this platform right here. This Charger going to be able to set up here as well as get two power clams online really quick right here with strikes as well. This is going to be quite a bit of momentum coming out from Drexel as well.
Yeah, although they do pop the Zuka a bit prematurely, they are able to get a Booyah Ball off, but I don't know, but we'll see how the S-Boss is going to be able to capitalize off of this. And they're able to get one. We'll see if the S-Boss can push around and take these people out, but ends up going down to the bomb. Yeah, and that's going to be a lot of resources wasted.
Yeah, 100%. A lot of resources wasted just trying to get back into mid right now. Well, Banana Split has 3 specials just being used all that at once right now. The Cooler, the Zuka, and the Stamp going to come out right here to clean up that S-Blast as well as go onto the platform and get 2.
Yeah, though Drexel did a pretty good job of holding on. They were able to get 2 in return, and now they're going to be able to force the Zap to die, and then they're just going to regain control of mid. Both teams are being just sort of pushing up to the other team's plat, and then getting forced back to mid. And that's been the story of this game so far.
Yeah, 100% here, but it just seems like Banana Split is able to get onto their platform just a little bit easier with just help with their specials as well as just their teamwork right here. Banana Split already has the advantage here with another power clam coming up in store as well as the ability to break through that penalty and have quite a bit of clams to follow up right here. But it's going to be Grace slowly trying to hold on to their lives right here and live, but it's just not going to be enough as they jump out and that basket's going to be made wide open here, Batson.
Yeah, and them able to getting 2 more picks, make that 3 more picks on top of that before they end up, the Viper ends up having to go down. Is just gonna mean, even though, it looks like they are in a jump of the pity, but they don't make it. I don't know if jumping that was the right play, because now they've lost control of mid, and now Drexel's able to have a power slam plus that pity.
It's going to be Noel going to be the only thing standing between Drexel and getting mid right now, and the Zuka does get popped right here. It looks like they're going to be able to move up to this platform right here and get quite a bit of pressure, but Grace unfortunately goes down again here. They're not going to have the bubble for this, but they're going to be able to toss the Booyah Bomb onto that platform right here and maintain mid pretty effectively, but the Stamper is coming. It's going to find someone, and that's going to be the end zap as well, shutting down that cooler supply.
Yeah, and we can see a lot of those trades sort of meant that the game started to even out. And even with that pick, Drexel is having a bit hard time trying to hold on to their advantage that they get.
Yeah, definitely. This advantage is something they are definitely pining for. You know, we're going to get into overtime right here, but they need to be able to push past this. They need to get people off that platform. They need to be able to get all the way to that clam basket as Giles finds the Viper. They're going to be able to move in off that, but the strikes are going to be thrown out. You're slowing down their advance. Overtime is here. As if these two power clans make it in here, Batson, that's going to be it. And lead is going to go to Drexel right here, so they have to do everything in their power to make it through, but 2 members of Drexel go down, and Grace is not going to be able to do it.
Yeah, and with that wipeout, it's going to seal the game. Very unfortunate. Drexel was so close. They had the 2 power clams. They had the bubble. But unfortunately, 2 of their members were able to go, or did unfortunately go down. And EaUCD was able to clutch up the defense and hold on to their, not quite a reverse. Not quite a reverse. They did take the first game, but they did pivot a 3-1 deficit into a 4-3 win. So very, very impressive from Banana Split.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's like very difficult for Drexel there is got to be the mental game. You know, you got to be coming off really nicely, just being able to get those first 3 games really quick. But like the second you realize like Banana Split's able to just quickly knock you out and just basically make you play and spawn for like 99% of the next game, it just kind of set a bad mental for Drexel there that just they were unable to do anything about there and just kind of let them play a little bit more cautiously, and I think that kind of like that slower pace and not being as confident in their fights there just kind of led to Banana Split being able to hit their W keys and just push forward as necessary.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely not sort of or maintaining composure after you're losing those first games is so important. And I think Drexel did do a pretty good job of it. They were at least like holding their ground for most of the last game, and they were so close to winning. They were one pick away from winning that game. So
100% here, but Batson, it's gonna be that time of the night here. Unfortunately, we can't stay on the mic forever, so I think it's that time to tell the fine people at Twitch.tv where they can find you outside of this mic opportunity over here on the CCA.
So you can find me on my Twitter, which is Batson_SPL. I don't know. I'm not on Twitter that much, but every now and again I'll do something. Also, my team sometimes we play in tournaments under Inked, so we don't play as much as we used to, but you know we've been starting to play a bit more. So definitely keep an eye out for us.
Yeah, definitely. We'll have to keep an eye out for Batson and their team right here. If you guys are curious where you can find me in the CCA server and the production help desk or whatever you need to do related to these streams right here. But if you want to see me outside of that, you can find me on Twitter at Neptune with a 2 instead of a TU and an underscore at the end there. I don't post much on Twitter there, but hey, you can find me there or on Twitch. I stream quite a bit with Big Fat Sea Cows. They're a really cool team. So I'll see you guys coming up tomorrow on Saturday with a double header. I believe we're going to be having Scads Black versus Death Roll from Division 2 at 8 p.m. ET, as well as Walk, We Aquatic Little Creatures versus UCF Aeronautics in Division 2 as well. So it's going to be quite the Div 2 matchup there, Batson.
Yeah, for sure. I might have to tune in. Our team is in Division 2 this season as well, Springfield, Ohio. So should be some exciting games.
Yeah, definitely.
I might have to check them out to see who we're facing.
Yeah, definitely. Keep an eye out for both. What was it? Big Fat Sea Cows as well as Springfield, Ohio in this season, as well as they are two prominent teams as well. But I'll be ending off the night here. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys later.
Bye.